Welcome to the FIA Formula 3 Championship here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia in Spain. We're all set for round number 3 of the 2026 season to get underway, and it's the sprint race to kick us off on a very interesting Saturday morning. 2.893 miles, 14 turns in total DRS zone, down towards turn 10 and down on the start-finish straight. Elevation change is at 29.6 metres as well. Tayo Kato has just come into the pit lane as they started the formation lap. Here in the second Barcelona, hard compound tyres, 128.761 is the pole position record, lap record 127. High tyre usage, brake wear, downforce level, fuel consumption, all at the medium as well. Well, we haven't got any TV pictures yet from Sky Sports F1 for some unknown reason, but Omi, take us through how they line up on the grid, with Kato now being put into the pit lane.
Yep, just got told in my ear that he unfortunately didn't move, and that's why he's down in 8th. Okay, right, let's go for the front. Let's do it a little bit different today. Gerard G's on pole position next to James Wharton, who's in 2nd. Freddie Slater's 3rd. Tuka Tappinen is in 4th. Deligny's 5th. Then it's Rivera 6th. Delpino 7th. Tai Takato should have started in 8th. He's in the pit lane. Badoa's 9th, and Yamakoshi is 10th. Fukuchukwu and Niall are the Campos pair in 11th and 12th. Then it's Giusti 13th. Lee 14th. Kolnagi 15th. Sharp is 16th. Then it's Gradish in 17th. Lacorte 18th. De Paula 19th. And Birnbach's 20th. Hose 21st, Stromstead 22nd, Clara 23rd, then it's Barrichello 24th, McLaughlin 25th, Garfias 26th, then it's Shin in 27th, David is 28th, Esqueto is 29th, and Jin Nakamura is 30th and last on the grid.
They're just lining up then onto the start procedure. We understand that Sky might come in just like incredibly quickly even when the light procedure comes on, so we will have to hurry up. And here they come, onto the grid. Well, that was very bad from Sky. They prioritised a podium ceremony at Le Mans over the actual Formula 3. They'll get in trouble for that big time. But at least now we're underway, Omi, and we're getting set to get going. Ugochiu leads the standings of 43 points to Delpino 35, Slater has 34. There's a lot to play with here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Into the pit lane comes Kolnagi. Well, they rush off to do F1 pre-shows off podiums, but they can't rush off when there's an actual race, an actual motor race about to begin. But no, we are here, and that is everything to look forward to. It's Gerard G on pole position, as I mentioned. Wharton looking to try bring Prema something to celebrate about this year, and the final few cars are getting themselves into position as Kolnagi makes his way down pit lane. He should have started in 15th, but his race will begin when everyone else has gone past.
28 cars on the grid then, 2 in the pit lane. Let's see what this has to offer. It's round 3, race 1, our 5th start of the year. There's a few places out of position there, Omi. I'm wondering if they might have bought the start here. I think one of the drivers has gone forward into a grid slot that's not supposed to belong to them. They've waved the green flag. The lights will come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights ahead of us. It's lights out on Saturday morning. Got a stall already at the back of the grid. Very slow getting away. That was from one of the Red Bull liveries. It could have been her as they come down towards the first corner. Gerard G has defended on 871 metres as Wharton tries to ground the outside. Slater's trying to defend as well for Tuka Tappinen. Look at Wharton right round the outside. They make contact with Gerard G. He stays in the lead of the race. Wharton down to second. Slater's trying to come around the outside, coming towards turn 3. He's going to go side by side on the outside. Surely not. They bang wheels coming in towards turn 4 at Repsol. Wharton has the inside line. Slater's still holding around the outside. He's going a little bit of oversteer. He'll have the inside down to turn 5 if he can just hold it together, and he's got him. Freddie Slater up into second position. Wharton did not want to give that one up.
relentless driving Freddie Slater. He kept his foot in all the way through until the line favoured him, until he was the driver with second place, but he's still having to defend it as we charge through this middle sector. But it's Gerard G under pressure on the long run to turn 1, but well defended by him as he got down to turn 2 and 3 and uphill towards turn 4. Lap 1 of 21, and it's Gerard G now being chased by Freddie Slater.
So, looking at the back as well, Scott's in 28th position, David is in 27th, so we'll see who's stalled on the line. It's behind 2 of the roading cars, so we'll keep an eye out. There's a multiple of liveries that we can see at the start, but lap 1 of 21, Gerard G leading away. Slater's up to P2 on the after side of turn 4, as he's actually got a little bit of a gap now as he complete the first lap. I mean, that's surprising me, how much he's actually pushed towards the front.
He's been pushing, charging all the way through. Over the line we go, and another tour of this race begins then. And it's all about who can try and tuck in the slipstream. Getting super close further back are the 2 Trident cars. Of course, you've got Freddie Slater nearer to the front of the field. So you've got DePaolo battling with Stromstead into the first turn. And they're wheel to wheel making their way through. And it looks like they will just about survive. And it's 3 wide as well, further back.
Someone's off the circuit there, McLaughlin, going out wide as well. Side by side, we now come on board. That was Bruno Bacchi making a little bit of a move off the circuit. On board Barrichello, he's trying to come back on the inside for 21st position. DRS now been enabled by the stewards. Barrichello losing out on the place there. So who dropped? Well, looking at CRT dropped 13 places of Lee, so it could have been him who stalled a little bit at the line. He's the only one. Yeah, Kato and Colnaghi we knew started from the pit lane, so it was Lee who stalled on the line as Barrichello almost running into the back of Ho there, coming through turn 7 and 8 because he got a little bit wide. Now we're coming through out of Campsa down to Lecalex. This is a DRS detection zone, and already several of the drivers going defensive. McLaughlin having to stop round the outside as well from the battle. Coming in from Garfish, and on the inside there also comes Nakarama, and David's in there as well, throwing Shin, and it's all together at the back. But Gerard G leading by 1.2 seconds. He's out of DRS zone.
So he's had to try and make his breakaway, but you can imagine that Slater's probably got something all just ready to have a challenge later on in this race, whether that's preserving the tyres, but for now it's DRS open for Wharton, and James Wharton getting closer in the battle for second. Yeah,
well, that's going to be Slater maybe under investigation because he pushed very much Wharton off the circuit. Slater was pushing him towards the pit lane line, and unfortunately he's lost out on second place anyway, but he only moved once there, Omi, but was that aggressive defending in the braking zone? Slater might get a slap on the wrist for that, but now Tuka Tappanen's right behind him.
Yeah, that's what they'll be assessing, and that's what they'll be looking at as well. So already, so far, we've learned DRS looks to be very powerful down this straight, as in previous years. So if you're Wharton, you're trying to push into DRS, or this could be a lap after lap thing that happens where Slater then overtakes Wharton, and it all just continues to go on. And also Tappanen's there in the MP car waiting to try and get involved and pick up any pieces. Fastest lap of the race goes to Carter, but that's because he's got fresh air further back, and he's just now beginning to close in on the field.
Best news out of all of this is that Gerard G is now just a second ahead of Wharton, so he's not going to push this down at all. This is going to be quite a battle. Oh, very late defending there on the inside line. Coming in from Louis Sharp against Gusti.
Tell Bruno, let's work together.
That's Deligny saying, tell Brunel Del Palo to work together, and I think that might be an option there, Omi, coming into it, because they've got to work in together because they're stuck in the middle of the pack. Bruno's in 6th, Rivera's right behind him in 7th.
Gotta be careful. Out of the final corner, who's feeling brave? Yellow flags are out somewhere else on the circuit.
Can't see anyone missing or dropping down our timing screens. Let's be for a bit of dead
Debris
weight.
maybe, or something?
No!
Oh, never mind, it's Garfias.
Jose Garfias has spun round to the prey mat. Has he kept the engine going? He's crawling over the hill, but it could be in limpo mode. No, he's got it restarted. So he'll get going. He'll come into the pits maybe for some new tyres, but he is now right to the back in 44 seconds. Oh, that's also in for Colnaghi. Now, he already started this race in the pit lane. I wonder if there's been well, how was the contact? He was miles behind. That's a separate issue for Colnaghi.
Fully retiring?
Yes, he
Looks
is.
like it. Right. Okay, let's go to the race start. Right, Maciej Guadish.
Planet is in the wrong position.
Yeah,
Speed's in the wrong position.
I thought, Omi, I saw somebody out of position. They were just too far forward on that drone cam we had at the back of the grid.
Yep, absolutely. And not a good sight, is it?
So why did you then think, oh, I'll just go forward a position? That was, yeah, and, okay, who did storm the grid there? That doesn't help us. I think that was Ho, wasn't it? Look at this as well. Water tried to go around the outside of Gerard G, but that doesn't work out. And Slater just hangs back completely, I mean, to turn 1 and 2 to see what he can gather up, and it worked.
Yeah, capitalises on the compromise line that we get uphill, and he's able to take advantage, as meanwhile, it's a change of lead.
Yep, that's Wharton taking the lead away from Gerard G, so the gap had dramatically changed while we were on that replay at the start. It was 1.2 seconds. Now Wharton leads by 0.3 of a second as Garfish comes back out of the pit lane. He's 2 minutes 29, so he'll be lapped very shortly here. But already, as Kolnagi is officially out of the race, Wharton had DRS and he has taken the lead of the race on lap 5 of 21. So very good manoeuvres. Wharton leads, G second, as this is how it happened, Omi, down towards turn 1. Just a sitting duck.
DRS, gaining, inside line, and position taken. Nice and simple. Easier as you like, as well. But now, Gerard G's going to get a chance to fight back, and so will Freddie Slater as well. So, interesting battle developing at the front. They're all getting closer to Garfield, the lap car, at the same time. So I wonder whether Wharton will get a bit of free DRS down the next straight. It looks a little bit too far back, but still going to be very much gaining through these final few corners.
Banish being out of position at the race start has been noted by the stewards. It should be a penalty, but also, weirdly enough, turn 12 incident involving cars 19 Ho and 28 Barrichello, noted for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. You can't really leave the track and gaining an advantage down in that section of the circuit. So how's that happened? I do not know. But it's happened, and we're on lap 6 now of 21.
That's happened indeed. Interesting, good fight developing at the front of the field.
Ernesto Rivera pulling off now in the Campos. And this might be a safety car. He is out of the way. And he's done well to get that around a whole lap. Oh, and that's why the yellow flag was out. He got clobbered from the back by one of the rodents.
Dramatic, this race so far. Everything's going on.
That
was Bedoa, I think.
Yeah, Bedoa.
Clobbered into the back.
Well, no yellow flags. Yeah, now the yellow flag's out. That should be a safety car, in my opinion, Omi. Because it's still in a dangerous part of the track. Even if it's offline, we need to get it out of the way because you can easily make contact. Clear sector 14, we're being told, but okay, green flags are out.
Okay, seems like they've sorted it, and there's not too much waiting needed, I guess.
That surprises me. Yeah, okay, he's well out of the way. Yeah, that's fine. He's on the old layout now.
Yeah, unless someone manages to somehow spin in the most wildest manner and end up at that part of the circuit. I guess crazy things have happened there before. Oh,
we've seen quite a lot of crazy things here at Spain. One now is Barcelona, Catalunya. Oh, Slater on the inside line, getting ahead of Gerard G into turn 1. That was a nice little slipstream battle with DRS. Ugo Gachuru, though, our championship leader. Virtual safety car. Virtual safety car has been deployed. Okay, well, that's a surprise. Didn't expect to see that out. There must be some debris on the racing line that the drivers are... Well, hang on, no. Are they really going to get rid of Ernesto Rivera's car? That's completely out of the way in a safe position of the track, I would say. So if they do it, that'll be very, very, very confusing. They are going to remove it from the circuit. So, Omi, the question is, when it stopped originally, it was just on the inside there, on the apex curve to turn 13. I'd say yes. But now he's way off the racing line. That should be fine. I don't know why we can't leave that. Oh, we lost drive.
Yeah, that's what led to him getting hit from Bedoa as well in the background.
Well, he had gears. It just had no power, so that's clearly an engine issue. This is Barrichello. Oh, so it was not at turn 2. Oh, okay. There's a decimal point missing. It's not at turn 12, because I was thinking, how on earth do you go off the track and gain the advantage at turn 12? It's at turns 1 and 2. So there's a decimal point missing. So Ho went off the track at turn 2 and gained an advantage over Barrichello. Stuart's not really being clear there, because it just said turn 12, not turn 1 and 2. So there's a little space missing.
There is indeed. Just a little bit. Right, reacting to this work to safety car when it ends is going to be so interesting. Can anyone get the jump on someone, I wonder? But the gaps are all going to be close together. It's how do you react with the delta, and it could give someone a big advantage. Here's Garfias, he's now in.
Do you know, I had a nightmare last night that this commentary box got dismantled, and I walked in this morning, and as Omi saw, the flags had fallen down. There was no TV pictures because Sky had won Le Mans coverage. It was an absolute nightmare.
Quite a nightmare.
I've been up since 7 a.m. On and off, I must say, but I had a very bad toothache. Yeah, I've now taken the last of my hospital-prescribed medication that I got when I had my operation a couple of years ago. Because it was so bad and painful. I'm now a bit worried that, 24 hours in the commentary box could be interesting. Look at this. So, live standings will put Ugachu on 48 points, Slater 43, Delpino 41, and Badoa 30. As the virtual safety car is still out here.
Yep. Okay, let's go to some replays. This is how Slater made the move on the inside line. Little dive. And an easy drive on through. Safety cars deployed.
What?
Safety cars out.
I don't get this race. That's a really random call. Yeah, but out comes the safety car. Okay, fine by me.
Welcome, safety car. Great to have you with us. Oh yeah, I'm just getting the Super Quali stream sorted.
Why? Oh, you're making it. You're making it, yeah. I sent you the PowerPoint last night so you can make them. So Omi can choose his photos.
Yeah, because I've got a bit of a gallery.
Yeah, I don't. So I saw you managed to do the practice one last night, so I was like, oh well, I'll send it over to him.
Yeah, did an emergency mock-up yesterday.
It worked. Recovery vehicle on track at 10:13. So same thumbnail, by the way, for the Le Mans 24 hours. We got requested to have the best looking one across all the 24 hours. So, because we're only in parts, so we chose the whole grid shot. So that is your one for 24 hours. We'll be splitting into 3 parts. Part 1 is 2:30 till midnight, midnight till 8 a.m, and 8 a.m. till 3:15. Still can't believe I have to start and end Le Mans in a different commentary box thanks to Formula 1. It's so annoying.
That's going to be weird. Oh yeah, one of the biggest races of the year. Yeah, go to a secondary commentary box, mate. Goodbye.
Luckily, though, we've set it up so that it is perfection for those 2 hours where we need it. Actually, it's not 2 hours because all of the F3, F2 and F1 are being produced in there as well, and the Porsches. So it's actually a couple more hours than you would think.
Yes.
So safety car is out here because race control just... Well, they've recovered the car now. I don't know why we couldn't just leave that. I don't know how a car that is so far off the racing line, there's a whole entire chicane next to it, somehow deems that we need a safety car. Also, yes, somebody has texted me saying, are you wearing the same clothes as yesterday? Yes, I am, because I'm not getting changed into my Le Mans clothes until a bit later on. Because then I'll be in them for 24 hours. More than that, actually. Because we've also got the NASCAR Cup coming on as well. That's going to be interesting.
Indeed. Okay, lovely. Safety car's ending then. Let's get it in. And let's go Formula 3 racing around Barcelona once again.
There we go. Lap 10 of 21. Walton leading from Slater in second, Gerard G in third, Tappan in fourth, Delpino in fifth, Deligny in sixth, Ikuchiru seventh, 8th for Yamakoshi, 9th Badara, 10th Teofil Nal. He'll start on pole, of course, for tomorrow's feature race, which Omi will take you through. Megan will be in production.
Yeah.
This is all because I'm on Limo. Eventually, though, when we get... It's a shame that we haven't got the new computer now, actually, because then the main commentary box could have done 2 things at once.
It could have, yeah.
So annoying. Right, here we go then, folks. Time for a restart. Walton's batting them up so much, Omi, coming through turn 11 and 12. He's not going to hit the gas yet, and that's going to be a bit of a surprise.
Yeah. Waiting, waiting, waiting. And he's gone.
Not a smart move, that, because that's going to put Slater right behind him, because Slater was able to go with him. If there's no DRS on this opening lap, though, so it'll all be down. Oh, Bourne back in. Barrichello leaving the track, getting advantage now under investigation from the stewards. And that's Christian Hose one as well. Look at Slater, he's got such a run. It's 871 metres down towards the first corner. Waters have to go left and right to go defensive. Slater's with him, even without the DRS. Going to pull it to the outside line. It's just like the restart of a race. Down to the first corner, can't do anything. Walter was able to block him off the side-by-side by the back between. That's Teofil now and Brandon Badoa. Badoa down to 10th. Teofil now up into 9th place then on that restart procedure. Slater's all over the back of Waters. They come up towards Repsol at turn 4. And Gerard G just holding off Tuukka Tappanen. The gap already 4/10 of a second.
Yep, 4/10 of a second. And that is some really, really great fighting on the restart as they battle their way through. Really exciting to see the rest of the field now going single file as they push their way through. Lap 11 of 21, 4/10 at the front. Is GSD looking for a way through further back though, and he's just assessing options and seeing whether he can try and fight his way by on Louis Sharp, but just sitting in behind.
Gusti's on the attack now, coming out of the corner down to Adakampsa towards La Calex. Nothing going on. Oh, a little bit of a defence, a little bit of an attack coming through from Stromstead, trying to attack Gusti and all of that, surprisingness. So Stromstead in 13th, thinking about a little move on the inside line, backed out of it very quickly. Walton, though, 1:32.811, not beating Ugachiru's fastest lap from lap 6, but now the DRS is active. Slater will be able to use that to get ahead of Gerard G and attack James Walton down towards the first corner. Oh, 2 points at the front, I mean, I'm liking this.
Interesting fight. Praver are hoping and praying that they can just about hang on as they're fighting away further back.
On the inside line, that's Ho going a bit wide, and round now will come Barrichello. And sliding out there, that's the 30 of Burumbaki battling with, I think that was Finn McLaughlin, who is coming through. DRS now enabled, has changed up a couple of places already coming through. That is definitely going to be the 24 of Finn McLaughlin, having to defend hard around the outside for both Kato and on the, he's defending against Kato. And then, actually Kato's got back ahead. Down on the inside line at turn 5, he slips back through and almost drifts off the circuit. And multiple cars have been noted for a false start of being out of position, Omi. So I told you that the grid looked a bit too bunched up at the start, and this is Barrichello on the attack.
Yeah, so multiple cars have been noted as a result. Barrichello then, this is what he was trying to do. Picks the outside line into turn 1. You can try to sweep the long way round. Are we going to get trouble on the apex? No?
Well done.
No, just simple overtake and getting praised for it on the radio as well.
That was very clean from Barrichello. That's Lacorte. No, that's wrong. It was Lacorte passing Ho, who's been noted for moving before the false signal. 10-second time penalty for Bruno Mbaki as well. As on the inside, a little attack there from Ugo Ugachu, trying to get through onto Ligny. Ligny's going to go wide. Ugachu's going to try and go back on the attack through turn 3. Round the outside, that's going to be aggressive. Can he hold it on? No, he can't. He's going to spin in front of the pack. This is going to be a massive accident. He's not careful. He's drifted backwards into the gravel. And Ugo Ugachu, the championship leader, is beached to the exit of turn 3 and is out of the race.
Out he goes. Big major disappointment there, and he was just looking to try and hang on, but sometimes the grip can fall away from you and you can lose the car, and then once you're losing it, it's going to go round and round and round. Ho gets a penalty now as well. They're all beginning to come through, but Ugo Ugachuku's day looks to be over, and we're going to have a safety car.
Yep, safety car is out at the halfway point of this race. It has to come out. So, unfortunately, the championship leader is out. And he just got on the dust on me coming out of turn 3 on the exit. We've seen that so often this weekend. We saw it in Formula 2 as well. Just such an easy thing to get wide. And now we go into our second safety car period of the day.
Second safety car. And it's Ugo Ugachuku out of the contest. And we are now going to prepare and get ready to get going now and see what we're going to get. Here is Biren Bakhti, and out wide as he was trying to just about follow. And yeah, he was out wide really massively as he made his way out of the final corner.
And that was how Finn McLaughlin was able to get through on the inside line down to turn 1. And he went off at the first corner actually as well. Bruno Mbaki.
Off wide.
Ho has been given a 5-second time penalty for moving before the start signal.
Yep.
Interesting that we saw a 10-second time penalty. Oh, Ho's also been given a 10-second time penalty for leaving the track getting advantage. That's 15 seconds in total. Which means he's under investigation for a black flag, wouldn't he? As there we see again Ugachu's spin off the circuit.
Shame, isn't it, for him?
Always strikes me how tall he is when he gets out of the car. Saw that, didn't we, at Macau a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
By the way, just to let you know, Formula 1 are looking at introducing a seconds penalty graphic to the side of the screen, i.e. in esports, so that you can see how many seconds of penalties a driver has.
Would be fun.
That should appear hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
Because it's 15 seconds right now for Ho, 10 seconds from Bruno Mbaki. So we'll just see what happens next. Safety car's out though.
Safety car is out.
I don't like
Lots
this
on
safety
here.
car.
Yeah, lots on here at Barcelona today. Let's take a look at what this championship, what's it going to do. It's going to put Slater and Ugachuku level. Wow.
Oh, tomorrow's race is going to be interesting. By the way, Ugachu has not resumed. That's his car being moved up the pit lane.
Yes.
So tomorrow's feature is going to be quite fun. I'm quite jealous of you now.
Who knows? It could always be a bit of a safety car fest.
Oh, this
wait
race,
and see, I guess.
It's weird. It gives us the most terrible, boring qualifying and practice sessions of the year. This track, but it gives us great racing.
Yeah, because they know that all the points are available, and you have to go all in for it. So that's what these drivers are up to pretty much now. It's all about dive bombs and trying to make moves, because they all know this circuit. A lot of them are also just naturally closer to one another, which is why you're going to get really a lot of attacking driving from each other, and it naturally puts everyone closer. So yeah.
It is strange, to many respects, that this is the last time we'll be here until 2028. Won't be here next year.
Wild.
JBMotorsports will be here next year, though. For MotoGP.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still going to be other racing going on, don't worry.
It's like how we still go to Sepang in Malaysia. So I still get to see that wonderful track.
Yeah.
And Rivera now under investigation. Turn 3 noted. Safety car will not be in this lap, it'll be next time by.
Yeah, next lap, the safety car should come in, and then we can go Formula 3 racing once again. And we'll see what we're going to get in the remaining laps of this one.
It's going to be... Oh, something's flapping around at the back there of the 18 of Badoa. He did get rear-ended contact, didn't he? So I wonder if there's something just stuck there.
Possibly. Could be the case, couldn't it?
You can see the Sky F1 camera there on the principal's pit wall. Ah, Lacorte's been noted for a false start, moving before the signal. It's not over yet. Still going to get several penalties, I feel, coming through.
As long as there's nothing at the front that interferes with our amazing fight that we're about to have. But yeah, safety car should be in at the end of this lap. Clearing sector 3, clearing sector 4. And let's hope.
Indeed, let's try to make power brakes in every straight as you did in Melbourne for the restart. The way we keep the tire tiny hotter.
Yeah, but let me manage the situation. I know the procedure. Please, let me do my job.
Sorry, I will shut up.
They're even laughing on the pit wall.
Yeah, they're going to leave him to it. They're going to leave him to try and take victory here at Barcelona and break Prama's hearts as well. They've had a rough, a terrible 2026 season. And they've had a terrible time for a while now. So, can they get a victory? It's going to be very fascinating to see. Can they hang on? Or is Slater or someone else about to completely break their hearts and ruin the best chance they've had all year so far?
Safety car is in this lap. So what have we got to deliver now? Oh, there's so much tension in the air as we come through. Wharton will bring us to another restart. The safety car flies off for that third sector. 3 retirements, 27 cars still running. Multiple penalties have come through from race control. And Slater, if he's smart, knows what Wharton's going to do. Badoa, 10-second time penalty for causing a collision. Wharton's going to hit the gas coming out of turn 12. Slater knows it, and he's right there. Perfect restart from Freddie Slater. He knew exactly what James Wharton was going to do, and he's all over the back of him as they come into the last corner. Who's got the slipstream over the line? Wharton goes a little bit wide. We're green again. 10 minutes left on the clock. Lap 17 and 21. Slater should be able to get the slipstream down towards the first corner. Now Wharton's moving more than once, Omi. The stewards are going to have a look at that. He's weaving on the straight. You're not allowed to do that.
Not going to be the happiest about that, are they? As we make our way into turn number 1. And now let's see what they do uphill.
Sharp went round the outside. We've got a yellow flag out for the first corner. Yep, someone spun round. It's De Paolo. I hope he hasn't lost the engine. That would be another safety car. No, he's got it going again. Matteo De Paolo spinning round. Go back to green flag. Badoa around the outside now as well of Gusti. Sharp moving up the order as well into 9th place. TFL 9 at 8th already. Now coming on the inside. Noah Stromstead trying to find a way through down turn 5. But Wharton with the fastest lap. But surely the stewards are going to have a look at weaving multiple times on the start-finish straight. You're not allowed to do that. It's the Lewis Hamilton rule from 2008 at Malaysia. Wharton, Slater, G, Tappanen, Del Pino. Right, what's that? This is Bruno De Paolo. This is Matteo De Paolo now coming through. Oh, contact.
Pretty much. Front tyre to rear, and he went round and was off the circuit, had to quickly rejoin. Well, Wharton now trying to make his break away, but Slater is there, and he's just going to try and be a factor and just try his absolute best to steal this one away. Only a few more laps to go in this one.
If I was Slater, I'd be on the radio saying, look, he's moving multiple times on the start-finish straight. You're not allowed to move more than once. And he was weaving. So, yeah, that's a bit of a strange one. 3 wide further back, because now we see the 25 going on inside the 30. That's going to be a lock-off for Bruno, but he still keeps on the circuit. How on earth was that possible? Keeping on as well now, coming through, that's Nakarama. And round the outside, Finn McLaughlin. He likes that line at turn 3. Track limits, black and white flag for car 23 of Wu Hun Shin, who's down in 24th position. Waters just on another fastest lap, 1:32.211. Lap 18.
Very nearly home in this race. But yeah, Lecorte moving the full signal. That is, as you said, under investigation now. So that's going to be just looked at a little bit. And it's 0.8 of a second, so Slater's going to start getting advantage of DRS to bring him closer and closer and closer. Bit of a defensive shape from Giusti, and it might mean he's under pressure.
Oh, it's sliding. Just keeping it on the track together. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness me, that was a nearly contact manoeuvre, Romy.
Stromsted's gone all the way around the outside. So much more grip, so much more purchase of the corner. And Giusti is left static, he's left stuck on the apex pretty much, as Stromsted dances very much the long way round. Now we get DRS open, now we get Slater getting closer and closer. He's not going to be close enough to make a move. What he is going to be close enough is to gain a bit of an advantage though.
Tries to look around the outside. Oh, he's made it. Okay, so that's a good move around the outside for Ho, but that's passing clear. But yeah, fortunately, Ho's got a penalty. Also just been given a penalty on the board is Lecorte, a further 5 seconds for moving before the signal. Does anybody read the book?
Maybe not. Maybe not today.
It's Monaco. Oh, bit of a twitch there coming through. Side by side. And that was a twitch made by Lee as Kato tries to come back through on the inside line. There's Wharton leading Slater. Gerard G's only 0.6 of a second back, Tappan 0.7. In fact, the down to Kato. There's 18 cars who are inside a DRS zone here. Car 6 and 17 noted for causing a collision. So that, as we know, is De Paolo and Clero. That's who we hit on the opening lap. Let me start. Penultimate lap.
About 6. Yeah, the gap about 6-7 tenths at the moment. So he needs to push on a little bit more, doesn't he? Needs to really push on because right now he's always just missing out by the time he gets to turn 1. That's the issue.
Yeah, and it's Wharton. He's not weaving this time out, but look at that. Gerard G is going to be in a slipstream battle. He's looking at his mirrors. He knows that he's coming. Slater's got to push. This is now the penultimate lap, and he has to find something now. Oh, this is going to be a long race.
Right, almost there at the end of this one. But yeah, he's always just missing out. He's always within that same range of a gap. Needs to be 6 tenths, 5 tenths ideally, 4 tenths maybe. And his life will be a lot more easier, let's just say.
He's made a mistake coming out of turn 4. And look at the rear tyres are sliding out. He's now dropped it to 7 tenths. And Gerard G's right in the back of him, 0.5. Slater's tyres are gone. I think he's cooked them too much, being stuck behind Wharton.
I think we're now looking at a battle for second place instead of the win.
Yeah, he's outside the second now, so he won't have DRS down towards turn 10 at Le Calex, but Gerard G and Tuukka Tappanen will. Both of them under attack on Slater as they come into the braking zone. Tappanen's thinking about a move on Gerard G. Nope, not going to work there. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. It's going to be the last lap, the call here. Last lap, the call. Wharton, Slater, Gerard G, Tuukka Tappanen. Wharton's put out 1.2 seconds now at the line. 5-second time penalty again from Bruno and Barry. So, unfortunately, that's yet another one. As now around the outside, Gerard G trying to have a go on Freddie Slater down towards the first corner. Tappanen's there too. 3 cars in a hand for the podium places.
We're trying to maximize the line.
Go on, Tuka. Round the outside at 3 into 4. Can't do it. Gerard's blocked him, and that might actually give Freddie Slater a bit of breathing room for second place now.
Yeah, it might just let him run away a little bit, and I think they've all gone now to static. None of them really can do much in this battle as well. They all had looks, they all had chances, but in the end, the defensive driving was good enough, and it seems like Slater's going to be second, Gerard G's going to be third, Tappan in fourth, but Wharton looks like he's about a few corners away from winning the contest on lap 21.
What an amazing battle we've been witnessing here. So much more slipstream than we were expecting. But Wharton is going to win after the miseries of Monaco. Come the brilliance of Barcelona. Slater will be P2, Gerard G P3. He's out of the final corner now. He's led 2 restarts. He got a brilliant overtake. And it is Wharton victorious in Barcelona for Prema. Slater is second, Gerard G in third, and that was a magnificent drive. Still, I'm unsure about the slipstream weaving on the straight. Stewards haven't said anything about it, so he gets it. Fantastic restarts, fantastic drive. James Wharton wins after the miseries of Monaco.
Yep, gets the job done. And it's celebrations of Prema in a year which has not seen many of them for the former powerhouses of the second and third tier. And Slater will be, I think, satisfied with the pace that he had, because clearly the Trident just isn't working as well as it stands at the moment, and it's also put him level on points with Ugachuku, so he cannot really complain that much.
Nope, level on points going into tomorrow's feature race as Ugachuku retired after a spin at turn 3.
Yes, well managed, mate. Well managed. Deserve this one.
Finally, we deserve that, mate. We deserve it. Let's keep going, mate. We showed everyone our pace finally. Come on, then. You're a legend, mate. I love you.
I think he's happy at me, personally.
Yeah, a very good guess by you there. I think it is. I think that is the case as well. Okay, the cars are now going to make their way back down to Park Fermé, and the celebrations can begin. They won't be able to go on for too long though, because we have got a Porsche Supercup qualifying to fit in before, well, the end of this and the F1 practice session that we have coming up, F1 FP3.
When is the practice? Let's have a charge.
She as well, what a great drive.
Okay, good job, P3. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Come on. Yeah, when is the qualifying?
Like at 10:20, I think it begins. It's very very much fast, rapid the early morning here on Saturday.
I haven't had time to make the commentators chart this week.
Yeah.
It's been too busy. Way too busy. Let's have a look
Yep.
at Deligny now. What's he done? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, there's contact. Surely not between the two valves. Not racing. Heat contact. No, it's just a good manoeuvre around the outside.
It's good battling. We got scared for a second.
Yeah.
That they'd broken the that they broke the golden rule. Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah.
It's well behaved.
Don't hit your teammate.
To be one.
Well done to James Wharton. Multiple yellows now as they collect the cars on the side of the circuit in order to get ready for the Porsches. James Wharton, victor here in Barcelona, Catalonia. I wonder what's going to happen as well when we go racing tomorrow for the feature race.
Feature.
Hopefully a good one, eh?
Hopefully.
Little tap on the head there.
Yep. Just sinking in the moment and enjoying themselves. Gerard G on a podium once again. Our sprint contest. Slater, of course, getting himself up there and, well, now level on points with the Kachukwu for the championship lead. And Wharton giving Kramer a win when they've had so many struggles with everything. And they finally got something to celebrate about. Thanks to Wharton, who's a winner once again at this level.
We'll hear from him in a few moments' time. Our victor of race 1 of the weekend. Finally a victory as well for Kramer. And he crashed in Monaco, didn't he, during the practice session. And oh, it was such a miserable weekend, and to bounce back like this is the perfect restart for him. There's the 2 safety cars. I can't see anybody standing by for an interview. That's a shame. We'll get ready for the Parc Fermé, I guess, talk in the room.
You don't tend to get people getting down there for the F3 as well. So, yeah, we're very much going to have to make do with just listening to what the top 2 have to say when they talk with each other inside the cool-down room as well.
Hopefully all good news. Don't want anything bad happening. Let's have a look at Walton's victory again. With the checker flag. Marshall could have given a bit more effort waving the checker flag there. Bit of a boring flag wave.
A little bit.
Yeah, give it some welly. Okay, let's hear from the top 3. They're in the cool-down room, talking amongst themselves before the podium ceremony.
Right, let's hear what they have to say in cool-down.
You started so fast.
Yeah, and now after 2 laps of that, maybe a bit too fast.
I thought I had you in T1.
Yeah, but that was close.
At T3?
Mate, I nearly had a snap in 4.
Yeah, I saw you went deep and I was like, I better give him some more room, because otherwise I'm
Mate, I had like a snap in 4 and I thought I was done in the snap.
First restart was close in T1, but out of DRS, I didn't expect it.
But you were fighting a Tuka Rasa.
They caught me and then they luckily battled, so otherwise...
So you struggle a lot with the staff?
You went wide in the 4th last lap.
I
was thinking, here we go, this is my opportunity. Didn't happen. I was hoping you were going to get caught on the bottoming and just...
So I was like wider. I was nearly on the red, I was like, I'm really spinning.
Good to hear.
Good celebrations.
Yeah.
About to happen for them, but good conversations down there, first of all.
One of those other situations. Oh, Alan McNish, team principal down at Audi. Watching on.
This happens when one of your very own are on the podium.
Wharton would be a shoo-in to Formula 1 eventually. With Audi, did you say?
Yep, of course, Slater, backed by the Audi Academy. First driver that they signed. So,
Sorry, you're right there,
down
yeah.
there.
Freddie
So they're going to
Slater.
be down there supporting him. Yeah.
I meant Freddie Slater, not James Wharton.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think Slater's he's another generational talent, isn't he, coming up? But he's still learning his craft, you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, this F3 season isn't completely going ideal, but considering he's not had any major moments, but he's still running highly in the championship, might show that the car maybe isn't working as well, and there's other things going on behind the scenes. Because, you know, drivers like Antonelli didn't always get to excel when it came to Formula 2 either, so sometimes happens at this level.
Great job by James Wharton. Advanced Australia playing. And he is victorious here after a miserable Monaco. The Aussies done him proud here. Commonwealth 1-2 with Freddie Slater second from Great Britain. And Gerard G in third place as well for China in a great race for him. He's got some potential, Amy, again. He was great on those initial getaways. And he did get the gap, but I think tyre wear played a factor for him today.
It did. And that's always just something that these drivers have to contend with. And what a day it has been of running. And it's been great to see what these drivers have been able to do. And we'll do it all over again for a few extra laps when the feature race comes around tomorrow on Grand Prix Sunday.
Gonna enjoy that one as well. As I ask Omi to stand for the champagne time. What a wonderful race. What a wonderful atmosphere we've got building up. Omi, talk us through the results.
Yep, what a great race it was. And this is how your results look as a result. James Wharton claims another victory in Formula 3, but he's done it this time around with Prema Racing. Freddie Slater in second place, and then third goes to Gerard G on the podium for the second sprint race in a row. Tappinen in fourth, then Enzo Deligny in fifth, and he had a battle with Bruno Darpino in the final stages, who finished in sixth. Yamakoshi seventh, then Niall eighth, Sharp ninth, Stromstead is 10th. Giusti in 11th, then Guadish 12th, Clara 13th, Lee in 14th, and Carter in 15th place, then Lacorte 16th, Barrichello 17th, Jin Nakamura in 18th, Yevan David in 19th, and Brando Padoa in 20th. A bit of a disappointment, he lost his front wing earlier on in the race. McLaughlin 21st, Shin 22nd, Esqueta 23rd, then DePaolo 24th, Ho 25th, Biran Bakti 26th. Garfias was your final finisher but suffered with issues, and your retirements were Ugo Gachikwu Rivera and Matteo Kilnagi.
Wonderful race then here as we get all set for later on. Make sure to join us for all of the action. We will be live here on JB Motorsports for all of it. We'll see you later on from the gloriness of Le Mans. We will be back at 2:30 for the start of that one. Porsche's up next in 20 minutes. And we've got the F3 and F2 also gearing up. We'll see you later. Take care. What a start. What a race. James Wharton winning. What can he do in the feature tomorrow? Thanks to Omi. Thanks to you at home. We'll see you later on. Take care. Bye-bye.